And now it is my great privilege to introduce to you, is Raj in the room? Oh, good. To introduce to you the man whose spirit and vision and leadership drove much of what we have done together over the past 2 days. Over to you, Raj.
Thank you, Geeta. That was a wonderful concluding story and set of remarks, and I am not going to try to build on that. I'm going to use this few concluding moments to just thank our colleagues who have come from all around the world to participate in what has been for us, and I know for you, a very special 2 days. We had the chance to hear from so many different partners and to listen and to learn. I specifically want to thank Minister Tedros and Minister Azad and their teams as co-conveners from Ethiopia and India. We learned something along the way in co-convening a meeting this way, and we hope this will build some common practice that we can take forward as we put these types of efforts into action in the days ahead. I want to thank Tony Lake and Geeta Rao Gupta, who have done so much along with their whole team to make this happen. And Tony, I know your sister, Margaret Chan, has left, but Flavia is here, and we thank you for your efforts at WHO. I don't suppose that Ray Chambers and Protik Basu are still here, but if they are, thank you. Even if they're not, thank you. You know, they have brought a lot of private sector energy to this effort, and sometimes, for those of you in government, how many people here are in government in some capacity? So for those of you in government, you know that sometimes we run into roadblocks, and it's sometimes difficult to get things done. And it's a special thing to have these partners that are just cheering you on and willing to take actions to deliver results when things get particularly caught up. So what did we accomplish? You know, I think people will go off and ask and answer that question for themselves. We will, on behalf of our co-conveners and UNICEF, after we get through writing it, we'll distribute a fact sheet that will articulate both the accomplishments of this meeting and our joint aspirations for the partnership ahead. People will talk about the aspiration and the goal. People will reference the stunning number of countries that have signed the pledge as really a first installment, as every country on the world will now be asked to do so. I hope we take with you the roadmaps and the technical discussions and the sharing of the specific concepts of what needs to happen that's different in order to accelerate progress. And we thank all the partners that came together. Just the sheer number of logos on that document give you a sense of the amount of cross-cutting intellectual insight that went into that. And I know we take away many new partnerships and a shared commitment to mutual accountability, and not just a commitment, but a mechanism to review scorecards and progress, to hold donor partners and others to account to live up to the commitments we've made. And I don't know what the actual number is right now, but on yesterday morning, there were more than 1,000 fifth birthday photographs on our website. And it's just, to me, a testament in this country, you know, getting people from different sides of the political spectrum to agree on something and take it forward can sometimes be challenging. And right now, in particular, is a time when a lot of people assume that can't take place here. We had photos from Tom Coburn and Nancy Pelosi side by side on our website to make the point that amongst the thousands of people that have submitted their photos and shown their support are people that represent all walks of American political thought. What we really take away, though, is whatever personal commitments you are making in this moment to yourselves to go back and do things differently. And I know that genuinely making those commitments requires real reflection, and I intend to have some time off to do that in the coming days. You know, something like this requires a huge effort across what in America we call the interagency. So I'd like to mention a number of colleagues: Gail Smith, Eric Gooseby, Tom Frieden, Kevin DeCock, Niels Dallaire, Jimmy Kolker, Lois Quam, Kemi Monahan, Harley Feldbaum. I know that I have missed quite a lot of names of people who made contributions, but I want to thank you personally for the efforts you made over the last several months to support and make this happen. At USAID, we have had a large team, and I'm going to take the liberty of naming folks because they really did put all of their effort and energy into this. Ariel Pablos Mendez, Nicole Sheig, Shannon Darcy, Liz Jaff. I hope Liz is here somewhere. She's been running around the building here making this happen. John Barrazo, Kamiar Kajavi, Janice Timberlake, Roshika Chowdhury, Wendy Taylor, Robert Clay, Mark Brinkenmuller, and frankly, our mission directors, health teams, and ambassadors in many of the countries that are here have also put in their own specific efforts and will remain committed to taking this forward. So I just want to say thank you for what has been an outstanding meeting, and I want to also let you know that people look at USAID, they look at what we're all collectively doing, and they have this week given us a lot of credit and given me a lot of credit. I really don't personally deserve it. I want to just take a moment and ask you to stand up and thank Amy Batson. So Amy, you get the weekend off, and then next week we'll be right back at it. In all seriousness, it's been an honor to work with everyone as part of this, and I really do hope that as we go forward, we recognize that no matter how difficult it can be sometimes to make government work, to work across party lines, to bring in the private sector, the communities of faith, that at the end of the day, when we're willing to do that, we can achieve just extraordinary things together. And we give you our commitment as the United States on behalf of President Obama and Secretary Clinton that we will live up to the commitments we've made over these past 2 days. We'll continue to listen and learn, and we'll continue to support your efforts so that every child has a 5th birthday. Thank you. And you're free to go.